Here with Vince Brown ahead of Saturday's matchup on the road at Buffalo State. Coach, appreciate the time this week. Let's rewind really quick to Averett. Not the way you wanted it to go in terms of the win-loss, but I'm sure you saw some things that you guys can build upon going into this week. Just talk a little bit about how that game played out and what you guys saw on tape as you get ready for Buffalo.
Well, definitely not the way we wanted it to go at all. I mean, home opener, we had the crowd come out. I thank Build a Nation for coming out. I mean, the support was there. I felt like we prepared the right way. We just couldn't get it going. And like I told the guys in the meeting, especially offensively, that starts with 12, and he understands that. We had a couple guys out injury-wise, and but we're never going to make any excuses. We had a good game plan, but we just couldn't capitalize. I felt like we ran the ball pretty good. I was so impressed with Cam Jackson and just the O-line, the way they blocked and the way they showed up. But we just couldn't get our passing game going. And, from there, it kept the defense on the field a little bit longer than we would like. I thought they played stout against the run early. And we made, also we made too many silly mistakes, I told them we are a disciplined team. We got to be better than that. It was chippy on both sides, but I feel like it's some calls that could have went either way, but we're never going to make an excuse. We got to make sure that we're handling our business and being disciplined. And, we fixed those things. We talked about them. We met about them. And we're looking to move on. The great thing about college football is that there's another week ahead of us right now because it's so early. So we have to put that behind us. And I feel like we have, and we're looking to move on.
Well, like you said, we get another week, and that goes with a road trip this week, all the way up to Buffalo, New York, longest road trip of the year. Let's talk a little bit about the Bengals. They've got a lot of people that they're returning from a team that didn't get a win last year, but they're sure to be hungry to get a win this year. Starting on the offensive side of the ball, their quarterback making the transition from wide receiver, got a returning running back. Just what have you seen from the Bengals on the offensive side that the defense is going to have to really key in on to be able to get this win?
Well, like I told our team in our team meeting, them being able to evaluate that tape, they're going to be excited. It doesn't matter what you've done in the past. Every year is a new year. You have to be prepared. And I know they're going to be ready to play. They're going to be at home. We have to travel. It starts with our preparation of traveling the right way, doing everything that the coaches ask the players to do, and then just preparing. But for them, seeing their quarterback, we know he was a receiver before, but watching him on tape, he can get it out there, and then he's very disciplined when it comes to making sure everybody's lined up and his cadence, trying to get the defense to jump off sides. So I know coach is up there trying to establish a culture. I mean, when you watch him on tape, they run to the ball. Guys are where they need to be, and so they're going to try to look to make some plays. They also have a good running back there, pretty stout young man, number one. And so our defense, they got to be up for the challenge. So we've been looking at their O-line as well, and they got some guys that can play. So coach is rebuilding that team, so they're looking for their first win, and so we're also looking for ours this year. So we have to prepare the right way. I think we had a really great week of preparation, putting the Averett game behind us. We're going to go out today, do everything we need to do to clean up any mistakes, be sharp as possible, and then travel the right way and go down there and look for the win.
On the offensive side of the football, a lot of adjustments I'm sure to be made from week 1 to week 2 for you guys, as well as their defensive side of the football. You've watched a lot of film on the defensive side of the football. They're going to run to the football. They're going to, be playing hard. What's the offense going to have to do to be able to score points, get in the end zone, and get the win?
Well, as always, we're going to have to be disciplined up front. We can't have silly penalties, silly false starts, receivers jumping and not understanding what routes we're running or not lining up correctly. And it starts with us. As we prepare for these teams, I always tell our guys, I'm focused on what we do. What we do to make each other better, how we prepare, how we attack the weight room, how we attack our conditioning is going to put us in position to get a win with the talent on this team. But you have to go out there and you have to play. We're going to have to establish our run game, and we're going to have to connect and convert on third down. We're going to have to make sure that we're moving the ball like we know how to move the ball. And I'm confident that 12 is ready to go. I'm confident that his O-line is ready to go, and I'm sure that we're going to go out and it's going to be a good game.
Traveling always something that is difficult for some people to do, and it's a long road trip for you guys this week. Talk about how this senior class and this returning class are going to help you guys travel the right way, like you've mentioned multiple times, and be in the right mindset come Saturday at 1 o'clock.
Well, it's important, right? And so we have a balance of upperclassmen and freshmen, and that's just what we're dealt here. And just for them to take the lead and know how we do things, know how when we're eating, how we represent our school the right way, the things we do in the hotels, all of it plays a part. And so I'm leaning on those guys to help these freshmen, and we have some really great freshmen on this team. So I know they're going to pick it up. It's going to be their first time traveling. I know it's going to be some excitement. It's you're getting a chance to leave the area, leave campus, and so as long as we travel the right way, we are disciplined in everything that we do, then I feel confident and we shouldn't have an issue.
Your biggest key to Saturday's game for the Builders, what would it be, and why is that the biggest key to be able to get the win?
My biggest key always is, first and foremost, be disciplined in everything that we do. That's all I ask. Be disciplined in what we do. Go out and play with great effort. Play with great effort. Defensively, get to the ball, force turnovers, look to get turnovers, and then make your plays. On the offensive side of the ball, when your numbers call, whether it's in the running game or receivers, you have to be ready to step up and make your plays. It's as simple as that. And then if someone goes down, the next guy up. You have to be prepared. That means you have to study your scouting report. You have to be in huddle. You have to know what you're doing. And so those guys who prepare the right way on Saturday, I never have to worry about. And so that's what we're leaning forward. That's what we're leaning towards. And so I'm looking forward to a great game.
Here with Tyler Lacey prior to Week 2's matchup against Buffalo State on the road for the Builders football program. Tyler, appreciate you taking some time out.
Appreciate you having me.
Let's talk a little bit about you guys on the offensive line. You guys are a tight-knit group, as every offensive line is, but you guys working to mold together as we go throughout this the early portions of the season. Just talk about your guys' camaraderie, your meshing together throughout the preseason and into Week 1, going into Week 2 this week against Buffalo State.
Most definitely. So just coming in, we knew we had a young group coming in. We lost a lot of veteran guys. We had 2 seniors leaving, so we knew we had to bring them in starting early from the preseason. Coach Font did a great job of bringing them in, bringing them up to the catching them up really, and helping us just achieve the goals we had. I know last week we didn't have a great week offensively, but I think throughout practice and stuff, we've been really trying to hit them goals and try to achieve more.
You talk about the Week 1 performance, obviously,
Yeah.
on the wrong side of things, but the great thing is you've got 9 more games on the schedule, starting with Buffalo State and going on the road for the first time this year.
Yeah.
Just talk about the challenges there and what you guys, not only as an offensive line, but as an offensive unit, are going to have to do to be able to take down the Bengals and get that first win of the season.
Well, going on the road anywhere is always tough, difficult. It's going to be our first road game, like you said. So we just really been preparing and moving the ball. Because last week we had some struggles moving the ball, running, well, passing-wise. But I think this week we're going to really have to stick to our run game and just keep going.
Here with Chase Gaines ahead of Saturday's football game at Buffalo State. Chase, appreciate your time. Let's talk about the defensive side of the football. Maybe not have been the way that you guys wanted it to happen on Saturday, but just talk about how this defensive unit is starting to come together and starting to get ready for this next week of football.
So that was kind of a wake-up call for us. Kind of got back to fundamentals this week, get back to the basics, stop the run, get into our drops, cover. Just need to get back to the basics and do what we do.
You talk about getting back to the basics and doing what you guys do on that defensive side. You guys set a lot of big records last year, and while you lost a lot of pieces, you got a lot of talent on that side. Just talk about how you guys have welcomed in those new faces and are trying to get to where you want to get to.
Basically bringing them in. We're all a brotherhood here, so stick to that. We got brought in. We were all freshmen at one point, so as long as we continue to do what they did for us, the seniors. When I was a freshman last year, the seniors brought me in, taught me how this place is supposed to go. As long as we keep doing that, I think we'll be perfectly fine.
This Saturday at Buffalo State, what are you guys going to have to do defensively to be able to come out with the first win of the season?
Stick to the game plan, fly around, make plays. We got a lot of talent on the defense to do that, so as long as everybody's flying around, we'll be good to go.